I'm literally blowing dust off of my equipment over here because it's been a while. Hello, my beautiful friends. I hope you are entering into the most amazing new year and you're gearing up for one of the best years of your life. If you don't know who I am, I'm April. Welcome. And this is Blushing Phoenix, or shall I say, formerly Blushing Phoenix. It's been a while, so grab a warm drink or a cocktail or a cup of water and hang out with me for a little bit and let's catch up. Whew, there's so much to talk about. So it's been a while and I made a few videos. Remember, my finger was chopped. Finger is no longer chopped. And I made a few videos around that time. That was back in October. And I was just sharing some things in regards to Blushing Phoenix. And it just started to feel like I was forcing Blushing Phoenix. If you've been around for a while, you'll know that I have been in this place a couple of times where I'm like, okay, my season with Blushing Phoenix is over. And then I'm like, never mind, we're going full force into Blushing Phoenix. And it's like my season with Blushing Phoenix is over. And then again, never mind, let's go back into all the things erythrophobia. But it was probably maybe August. I don't know. I'd have to look at my channel to see where I was like posting and I was talking and I was sharing and I was really trying to drive traffic to the Blushing Phoenix website to help people and to hold space for people who are finding out about erythrophobia. And then I just did not want to do it anymore. And the reason why I didn't want to do it anymore is not because I don't care about you and I don't care to talk about the subject. This subject will probably always be a part of my life because it's part of my story. But I just felt like there was no life in it for me anymore because I gotten to the point where I wasn't struggling with erythrophobia anymore. Do I still blush and flush? Yes. Does it overwhelm me and control my life? No. So there's just so much more that I'm exploring now, especially in the new land. As I'm getting more mature and older, there's just new things to talk about and to work through and to understand. And so with my own evolution, I feel like it was time for Blushing Phoenix to evolve as well. It's almost like when you're trying to like force something, like something that you really think about, if you've ever done like a workout routine and it worked for you and you were on fire and you were just going and it wasn't like it was hard for you. You were just doing it. And then you get off track and you try to get back on track and you try to go back to that old thing that you were doing, but it doesn't work. It feels like it's harder this time. You're struggling to have that thing spark and connect and like really get going again. And so you just keep trying to force it until eventually you start to discover something else that feels like, wow, I feel excited to do that. And I want to do that. Like for me, for the longest, I was doing cardio workouts and then that turned into weight training. And then when we moved to South Carolina, after I'd had the baby and I was recovering from like my body just still recovering, I remember trying to go back to the weight training that I was doing and then that wasn't working. And then I would try to go back to the cardio workouts that I was doing 3 times a week, which is what I did prior to that. And that didn't really feel like it was resonating either. And then I started running and I was like, interesting, it's going to be a season of running. And so I started running. If you've been around, you know that I ran a 5K in 2024. It was like my goal to be able to do that. And then I tried to do another 5K in October. I actually wound up injuring myself right before the 5K, didn't get to go, and was in pain and having issues with a torn calf muscle until about a couple of weeks ago. Like it literally just healed a couple of weeks ago. So I say all that to say, like, sometimes you just feel like you're pushing yourself to do something that once was, but it's not there for you anymore. And that's always been a hard thing for me with Blushing Phoenix because we have such a great community here and there's so much need in this. And I was talking to my husband and I was talking to my really good friend, and specifically, they were reminding me that like Blushing Phoenix is an extension of you. And my friend Andrea was telling me like, you're evolving. And think about people who watch Blushing Phoenix and listen to Blushing Phoenix. The people that are evolving, once they grow into a place where they're no longer held back by erythrophobia and the fear of blushing, they're going to probably not even watch Blushing Phoenix anymore because you were helpful on their journey, but now they are beyond that and they want to go listen to other things now. And so I don't know, it was like, I felt like I needed to start a new channel. I felt like I needed to do a whole new thing. And then I had the Ignite podcast, which is an extension of Blushing Phoenix, but a little bit more. It's like Blushing Phoenix is just so niche that I always feel a little restricted in what I'm talking about there. And especially when I look at like analytics, I can see, like, we did a human design interview recently or over the past few months that I posted, and I can always see that the views dip when that happens. If I'm not specifically talking about erythrophobia, the audience doesn't show as much attention to that content. And then also specifically talking about cycle syncing recently, in a video that was posted recently. And again, hardly any views, hardly any sort of engagement because I'm talking about something very specific. And even though I am talking about blushing there, it's just really, it's very specific in like women's body, hormone, all of those things. So anyway, my friend was like, Ignite is an evolution of Blushing Phoenix. So it's not about like creating a whole new channel and starting something new. It's just changing this channel to Ignite. All of that erythrophobia and blushing content will be there for anybody who needs it. That is my gift to you. I hope that if you're on that journey and you're really hopeless, that there's so much in binge watching those videos and you get to see me figure it out and learn for myself and grow and evolve. And your story may look a little different than mine, but at least you know you're not alone in it. And there's a lot of resources there. But what Ignite is just more than erythrophobia. It is all of me and the things that I'm learning and exploring. And it's just so much more beyond blushing. And one of the things I always tell you is that you're so much more than blushing. I am so much more than blushing. And so that is what Ignite is and what I plan to start in this new year. I'm going to read to you a little bit about what Ignite is. So Ignite with April Pointer is more than a podcast or YouTube channel. It's a movement designed to help women step into their power, trust their intuition, and live an expansive, authentic life. Whether you're seeking clarity in your relationships, confidence in your creativity, balance in your work and family life, or alignment with your spiritual and financial goals, Ignite offers a roadmap to transformation. Through life lessons, coaching philosophies, and inspiring guest stories, Ignite equips you to identify and shift limiting beliefs, reconnect with your inner voice, and unlock the life you've always wanted. It's not about forcing you to do more. It's about becoming the person who naturally creates the outcomes you desire. At Ignite, we believe who you are shapes everything you do. Your intuition is your most powerful guide. Radical transformation happens when you change your mindset and embrace your potential. So join me as we explore the inner work that fuels your outer success. Together, we will move beyond smoldering and step boldly into the fire of your passion, purpose, and power. Let's ignite the spark within you and keep the flame burning. So who is Ignite for? Ambitious, creative, and spiritually curious women who are ready to trust themselves and their intuition, overcome limiting beliefs and self-doubt, transform their inner world to create external success, and embrace their role as the main character of your life story. Through heartfelt solo episodes, dynamic guest interviews, and practical tools for personal growth, Ignite will inspire, challenge, and empower you to live fully and thrive on your own terms. You already have the answers. You just need to trust yourself. So together, let's ignite the life that you're meant to live. So that is kind of the big intro to Ignite, but let me go over the purpose, mission, and vision with you. The purpose is to empower women to overcome limiting beliefs, reconnect with the inner voice, and live an expansive, authentic life full of passion, purpose, and alignment. Mission: to help spiritually curious and ambitious women step into their power by guiding them through inner work, intuitive connection, and practical tools for transformation. Through coaching, storytelling, and actionable insights, I aim to ignite the spark within each individual, helping them thrive as the creators of their lives. Vision: a world where women embrace their true selves, where they live boldly in their creativity and power, and become leaders in their lives free from fear, limiting beliefs, and societal expectations. Through Ignite, I envision a ripple effect where empowered women inspire others, creating a collective movement of authenticity, healing, and growth. So, my friends, I wanted to get on here and speak to you briefly about what is happening in the new year as we transition and evolve from Blushing Phoenix into Ignite. And now my YouTube channel and my podcast will be synced up. What happens here on this YouTube channel will also be on Ignite podcast as well. And it's still unfolding. I think that part of my resistance, or I don't necessarily think that it's resistance. It's not that I haven't been wanting to get on here and talk to you, but part of my stalling, I guess, to get in here and talk to you about Ignite is that I don't fully know yet. So even though I just read all that to you and it sounds good, I just feel like there's a place for what I have to say, and this has always been it. And if that means that some people don't stick around, that's absolutely okay. But I just know that there are so many people who are struggling with erythrophobia, women specifically, who are struggling with erythrophobia, chronic blushing. And you think that if you solve the problem of blushing, you will solve the problem of your insecurity and you will feel so much more alive. But I just know from my own experience, it's so much deeper than that. It is so much deeper. And there are other things that lead into chronic blushing. And so much of that is just feeling so out of touch with who you are and what you want, and setting your boundaries and using your voice, having some alone time, reconnecting to who you are as an individual. Or maybe you've evolved over the past 6 months or the past few years, and you're still living in an old stagnant place that was once a place that felt very alive to you, but now you feel so far off from who you are and where you want to be and what you should be doing. And so there's a lot of things that I'm exploring right now. As I am 39, getting ready to turn 40 in March, there's just so much more that's evolving in my world and transitioning in my world. My oldest child is going to graduate from high school in May. And I also have a child that's going to turn 4 this year. And then I have another kid that's going to turn 12 this year. And so there's perimenopausal things that are happening. There's a lot of change and evolution inside of myself. I got Botox for the first time last month, and that was something that I would love to share about because I was terrified to do it. And I'm going to share my experience with that. I'm going to share my experience with conversations I've had with my OBGYN in regards to changes in my body as I'm getting older. I'm going to talk about everything that we as women face. We're going to talk about boundaries. I'm going to share like so much of my story that has gotten me to this place of feeling very safe and grounded in who I am. I've talked before about a Kundalini awakening. I've talked about my spiritual journey from being extremely religious into exploration of spirituality and what does it mean to be a divine feminine, be in your divine femininity and to like express that inner goddess and all of those things spiritually. So I hope you'll stick around, and I hope that as you are navigating your own path forward, that you'll come join the conversations with us here. I look forward to talking to you more in the new year. I'm really excited about where this channel is going to go, and be sure to subscribe. Be sure to leave me a comment. Tell me if this resonates with you. Tell me what are the things that you would like to hear more about as I am creating content in the future. And I will see you as we are gearing into the new year, gearing up for the new year, in the new year. I will see you and I will talk to you more and we'll see what happens. But thank you for sticking around, and I look forward to future conversations with you. Bye.